Hello, athletes and fans of bodybuilding. This is Wendy Fortino with Olympia TV. I'm here with my co-host,
Camille Perriott.
And the one and only
Andrea Shaw.
I should have introduced her, but she needs no introduction.
Nope.
We have Miss Andrea Shaw. We don't have one, not two, not three, but four-time Miss Olympia right here, gunning for Lennon Murray's 8-time.
Indeed. And she knows. She's given me her blessing, so all is well.
She's like, and you can have it.
And here we are at the MPC Women's Workshop for the third year in a row, and I have to say this is the best that I have ever seen you after an Olympia. What are you doing different? Like what are you doing right now?
So I'm following a much stricter off-season diet. Okay. This is my third year doing it, but it seems like every year that I commit to doing it, I just keep looking better, and it displays well on stage. Because I mean, this year's Olympia, I've shocked myself.
Yeah.
You were lights out. So what's in the secret sauce in this off season? Yeah. We want to know.
So it's just a lot of manipulating with the carbs.
Okay.
So 2 high carb days, and then the rest of the days are pretty much low carb. So it's like, you gotta roll with it, but it's working, and that's
so you're
that's
carb
the
cycling?
whole. Correct.
Okay.
Correct. So I mean, for me, and the proteins are still lean.
Yeah.
I still get to eat beef and chicken and bison and salmon, but the portions are under control. And I think that's the biggest takeaway with most competitors. When we get off that stage, right, we've been restricted for so long, and that you want to eat everything. And I mean, a couple of days of, enjoying yourself is okay, but at a certain point, you got to pull the reins in and say, hey, you know what? Let's not get sloppy in the off season. Yeah. So that's been something I've been really focusing on.
It makes your prep so much easier
big
when
time.
You are within a certain range.
Big time. And I mean, I think that it also makes your transition from off season into prep, especially as far as the food is concerned, a lot easier. Because
how long have you been competing?
Oh my gosh, I first competed in 2008.
2008, so we started at the same time.
Do you remember the figure one-piece suit?
I do.
I
do.
I still have it. I don't know what to do with it.
So you started in figure.
I did.
Okay.
I should not have been in figure. However, I mean, at that time there was just figure, women's bodybuilding, and fitness.
Right.
And at that time, I mean, I have already done enough cheerleading. I was kind of burnt out of that. And then I didn't have enough size. Well, I didn't think I had enough size to go into women's bodybuilding. So figure became, kind of my fallback.
We're going on 15 years of experience here now, and the fire is still burning so bright. I would say that that's one thing about you is I feel like you just every year, it's like you're more passionate than the year before. You just have so much fire, just so much spark in you. Like, what keeps that alive, and how much longer do you think that you're going to keep that level of, because you're number one. I mean, that's different than, I mean, that's number one level of passion. How long do you think you're able to keep that?
Openly, I've said that I really want to go for 11. Iris and I have had a chat.
You've had a chat with
Oh,
Iris?
yep. She's given me her blessing as well. So, I mean, I try to think about it from year to year.
Yeah.
As long as I still have the passion, and as long as I still feel good and I'm physically in a good place with competing, I say, why not keep going?
Yep.
But again, we'll take it year by year. And this is where implementing things like slight changes to the off-season diet, that's a motivating factor. So that's another log in the fire. Being able to have these events, right? Another log in the fire. I mean, we're here at this event. And it's like, oh my God, we're here again. It's the third one. It's bigger than it was last year. We've had a bigger waiting list than we had last year. It's grown exponentially since we had it the first year. So it's like, and now, everybody's here, right? Sandy's here. JM and Debbie are here. All of the Miss Olympia champions for bikini, wellness, figure. I mean, everybody's here. So it's almost like this is our kickoff, right?
So how many titles did Sandy say were on stage with you guys this morning? How many
There were
titles?
30 titles on stage this
Olympia
morning.
titles.
30. That's outstanding. And when you sit in the room with people, and even you guys, I mean, you've been competing, you know what it's about. We smell that spray tan, we see LSR here, and we're like, oh yeah. Every time I smell the pro tan, I'm like, oh yeah, let's go.
Me too.
It never gets old, right? As long as you just keep yourself in the environment and you're finding ways to keep things exciting, then there's always going to be a fire lit. But yeah, I'm already looking forward to. I've already planned my suit. I've already gotten the suit made. It's always there, and it's always in there. So as long as that stays, I don't see 11 being a problem. But again, let's take it one year at a time.
I think you're gonna exceed that. I think you are in a league of your own.
You are.
And you get every year. It's like you just shock the crowd.
Thank you.
I don't see anyone coming up that close to you anytime soon.
I'm gonna keep it that
I think
way.
you're gonna
That's the plan.
surpass.
That's the plan. So I mean, that's where the testament of this sport really is that, I mean, for women, no offense, guys, tend to have a longevity in the sport because you do all the necessary things, right? You take recovery very seriously. It's not that the guys don't, so please don't get that misconstrued, guys. But sometimes, women tend to pay closer attention to the detail. And so that really plays out when it comes time to evaluate, how much longer. Look at Sid. Sid's a perfect example. She's got 7 titles already, well and on her way to 8, 9, 10, 11. Literally, she can stop when she wants. And this is, again, she's been competing since she was 14. 14.
So Sid is your posing coach, correct?
She is. She
Hey,
is.
that's a fun fact.
Oh,
I
yeah.
did not know that.
And when did she and you start working together?
She at the time that the Miss Olympia was announced in 2019, that's when I approached Sid, and then we started working together in 2020 because I knew I had to get qualified for the Olympia first, and then we've been working together ever since.
What do you think she's helped you with the most on your posing?
Presentation. I mean, that part for me, because literally, like right before the Rising Phoenix, my second one that I won, we were changing posing the day before the show.
Oh, wow.
So it's like, this is where, when I say presentation, I give her enough time to actually look at me and see how my body's changing over the course of the prep, and then we make adjustments as needed. So that's where I think her attention to detail is really what helps me to shine, because again, as my body would change, she's like, let me see how you look from twist here and lift here. And again, it plays out like poetry in motion. So it's you seen Sid pose, you know what it's about.
Oh, yeah. She's like...
The two of you are such a great, duo, because you both know what it's like to be in the hot seat. You both probably share a lot of stories, good, bad, and otherwise. And I think that, you guys are both such great ambassadors for the sport, and you're part of the legacy here at the NPC Women's Workshop. I don't think it would be the same without you, and people come here just to see you. So thank you so much.
It's truly an honor. And the ladies always, the ones who come back, so that's like kind of a fun part of it, right? You get to see the people who come back. And it's like, okay, let's catch up. What have you been up to? When's the next show? What's going on with you? And I mean, that also adds to the passion and I want to keep doing it, right? Because then we got to talk about goals and, things that have changed, but things that are good changes. Even within the organization. I mean, there's just so many good things that we all get to catch up on that light that fire even more, add that next log to the fire for us to get back into prep, because here we are in January already, and the season pretty much kicks off in March. So it's like this event is huge in making sure that we start building momentum into our season. So I'm ready.
I feel like my fire is lit right now from talking to Andrea.
Where's the suit?
Oh my
Let's
gosh,
get some
give me
tan
the
on.
suit. Let's give me the tan.
We're ready. We got a stage. All we need is Terry
Okay, so Andrea, real fast, show us your favorite pose. Just bust out your favorite pose.
We need to make room for that.
We're gonna put you on the spot, but you can go on the spot. Okay, what's your favorite?
Probably the last spread.
Oh yeah.
It's all about the tight waist.
It's all about the tight waist. You heard it here first. And this is Olympia TV. Camille, Andrea Shaw, Wendy Fortino. We are out.